Okay, so Dex share, Dex Finance, right? What is Dex Finance? Just a DeFi call, and DeFi is just decentralized finance inside of crypto, and that is just an umbrella term for financial services on public blockchains, like Ethereum, mainly Ethereum, but there's Binance Smart Chain, which is what we're working on now. DeFi lets you do the most of the things that banks do, right? Like you can earn interest, borrow, lend, buy insurance, you can trade. There's more. So basically, DeFi is about unbanking the bank, right? It's about becoming the bank. But DeFi is mostly working on dApps. As you can see here, this says enter app. Dex Finance is a decentralized autonomous organization, DAO, providing an ecosystem of financial products that aims at providing safe and sustainable yields. Our core products consist of the Dex money market, the Dex IRA, and the Dex ETF. You come down here, here's all their products. This is their tokens, right? The Dex IRA. And I haven't completely looked into this yet, but I've heard people say something about holding this for a certain amount of time, and it had something about taxes. It's an IRA. I haven't gotten into that yet. Let's just enter the app, guys. So my wallet's connected now, but as you can see here, decentralized organization providing an ecosystem of sustainable investment vehicles, and our protocols are designed to empower users by simplifying the advanced trading strategies employed by experienced investors while promoting growth through low risk algorithmic trading models. So the only real use case by this is to make money. There's not much else that it does other than it's like it's a DeFi aimed play. There's no other real use case other than that. So here is their stablecoin, the US Dex. And as you can see, it's over $1. And that can be troublesome. You say, why? It's over $1. That's good. Okay, but what if it drops to $1? You're losing 40 cents per every dollar that you got. That's just a question about whether that's ever going to happen. But the way that their ecosystem with all these three coins over here are built up, and the process that you can go through to get the maximum yield out of this is the reason I believe that this stays so stable. Dex share, this is their volatile coin. This is like their native coin, I guess you could say, like BNB. This is their BNB. And then the ETF, there's another way that I'll show you to earn even more interest on top of your farm, and it has to do with this ETF. So this is on the Binance Smart Chain, and there's tokenomics here, literally right on here. Circulating supply, the market cap, the liquidity, the price per token. This is a pretty a good price in my opinion. It's a pretty hefty price down here. As you can see, the total value locked is at 19 million. It was at 14 million when I got involved. Here's the different farms that they got, right? You go over here to farm, and here's your farms. They got three. They got the US Dex versus the USDC, and this one is pretty freaking fire because you're staking two stable coins against each other. That's one of the safest yield farms you can ever do. I'm not in that one. I went for the big boy over here. It was actually over 400% when I got in. Why does your APR go down as more TVL is added? Some people may not understand it. It's really not hard to understand because the way that this works is there's a liquidity pool. You are adding to the liquidity pool of Dex share and BNB. Anytime somebody wants to trade Dex share and BNB, what you're essentially doing here is you are adding the liquidity for them to trade that, right? And so to create these farms, you need to create liquidity pools. And then that liquidity pool shares the benefit of the fees from the trading, and it's split up between everybody that's in the liquidity pool. Whenever you provide liquidity, it will tell you what percentage of the pool you own. So as the TVL goes up, if there's more people coming in, this APR is going to go down because they have to split it up to more people. And as you can see, this is actually the lowest TVL out of all of them. A lot of people are doing this wrap Dex and the Dex share. What I want to do is I'm going to add some more to this. I only have like $7 here. I have a little bit more that I can throw in with it. I'm just going to do a small recompound just because I wanted to be able to give you an example. First, as you can see, you're getting paid out in Dex share. That's this coin right here, the Dex share, the native coin. You get paid out in Dex share. You stake BNB in Dex share. Well, After you get your Dex share, what you can actually do is you can come over here to the menu. You can come down here to regulation. And this is where that ETF coin comes in. So after you stake your Dex share, you can bring it over here to regulation staking. It's just another layer for you to stake. So what you can do is you can claim your rewards from farm. And when you claim them, it'll show up in here, right? And you can come in here and approve Dex share and it'll stake it, and you can get another 1% on top of that. You can essentially earn 2% per day by the time you're done here, right? I'm waiting until I have a decent amount of Dex share to do that. I've mostly just been recompounding back into my farm because I don't feel I have enough to make it worthwhile yet. I know that this transaction isn't really going to be worth much while because I'm going to have to pay a fee, but I'm going to show you guys how to do this. First, you want to come down here to claim. Hopefully you can see my MetaMask, but as you can see here, it wants me to pay just to even approve this address, which I'm going to do. That's only a couple cents right there, just because I've never actually withdrawn. I've only recompounded. Okay, and then you get this right here, and you always want to click on this because you want to track your transaction. Okay, you want to come over here and watch this. Okay, see, it went away. Okay, and in here you can see it's a success. I only paid 11 cents for that transaction. I got $7 out of it. So yeah, that was actually a lot easier than I thought. I thought I was paying to just approve the transaction, but it actually approved it all the way in. I must have already approved one of those transactions before. But okay, now I come to my MetaMask and I see I got some Dex share in there. Now is if you want to enter a farm, as you can see, I still got my farm is still open. Okay. So if you want to enter a farm, what you have to do here is just go back to dashboard. But first you have to provide liquidity, right? You can't be in a yield farm until you provide liquidity. And now keep in mind, I just claimed rewards and I'm going to be recompounding them in, but I have to come and do this step first. So they actually have a very good option here called Zap In, and more DeFi protocols are getting this Zap In function, which makes it a lot easier because normally you have to have the same amount of BNB and the same amount of Dex share to be able to yield farm because it's the liquidity of both those pairs provided together, right? And normally you have to have the same amount of each to enter a pool. Well, what this Zap In feature does here is it will do exactly what it says it does. It will zap you in, it will split whatever you're depositing in there, and it will give you the liquidity tokens that way. So you can come up here and you could buy them individually and then go in there and do it the old fashioned way, or you could come here and zap in, which is what I think is the best policy. So if you want to come here and zap in, as you can see, I got 0.075 BNB. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the Dex share first. I'm going to do max and I'm going to press let's go. And since they have this set up this way, it looks like the only way you can do this is to zap. So it's actually going to, I think it's going to cost me a little bit more. Okay, so you view this on the BSC scan. And as you can see, it's still doing its thing here. That's my wallet. That's where it's going. It looks like it went through. Check here. Yep, it went through. Yep, success. Come back here. It should disappear on Zapperfy after I refresh it. But so I'm not done yet. I don't want to be done. I want to put in a little bit more. I got 0.68 BNB. Let's see what that actually equals out to over here. I just want to have an idea of how much I'm putting back in. I'm gonna put in 0.03. Now I know this isn't a lot, but this is just me like kind of recompounding back in. As you can see right here, it shows you the liquidity providing tokens that see, this is it splitting it up right here. to that much BNB and that much Dex share. So let's go. Make sure this is all right. See, zap BNB to liquidity providing, liquidity pool, however you want to put it. Confirm. Check this out. Success already. That was quick. What we do now is we go back to farms because we're not done. All we did was provide liquidity. Just because you provided liquidity doesn't mean that you're in the farm yet. You can still earn rewards just providing liquidity, but I don't really know what those rewards are on here. It doesn't really show you. It doesn't give you a list of the pools. So what you have to do is you have to come here to add. And see, you have these LP tokens here. But as you can see here, here's all the transactions that we've done. Okay. And now you just press max and deposit. Now here's another fee that I have to pay, but all these fees have been like under $1, right? So it's not really that big of a deal. Now what we're gonna do is you always want to watch this just in case something funny happens, you know. So let's watch this go from 313 to whatever it goes to. And this number right here fluctuates also. Like earlier today, I had $330 in here because BNB was up. And it's now, yeah, see there, I just put in about 15 more dollars. So I've restaked. I got half of a Dex share / BNB, I guess you would say. And now that I've restaked, if you come up here, you can see what the actual APY calculator is saying, and it's actually still going down. When I first got in this one day was up over 1%. Okay. And as you can see, it's down below 0.9. And that's why I'm saying get in now. My strategy has been to just recompound once a week since I don't have a whole lot in here. That's really it, man. Once you get into these farms, your rewards are just gonna drip into here automatically, and then you just come in here and claim and do that process that I showed you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna be making more Dex Finance videos in the future, so stay tuned. I just really think Dex Finance is awesome at the moment. Maybe this one's gonna be around for a while. You never know. We'll see. But yeah, that's all I got until the next time. How do I turn this off?